role of Sheridan Crane is temporarily being played by Cam Heskin.
What's wrong with me? I can't let Vincent and Vicky kill everyone here. I know. Once Fancy eats the sauce and dies, I'll pretend I just overheard Vincent and Vicky plot to kill everyone so no one else gets poisoned. Then Luis and I can be together like we should have been all along. I hate that Fancy has to die, but I'd hate her being with Luis even more.
Eve, I'm sorry. Have you heard how Pretty's doing?
Well, I did talk to the doctor who did the initial workup.
And?
Oh, Ivy, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the doctor feels that Pretty is going to be institutionalized for a long time.
Oh, gosh. My poor daughter. I guess I should have kept a better eye on Pretty, especially after that incident with Fancy.
Oh, Ivy, I don't think you should blame yourself. I mean, the history of mental illness with Crane women, it could have been just preordained.
Eve, no. I mean, please, look at Sheridan. Her life's been a living hell since Alistair first tried to convince her that she killed her mother, and she hasn't gone crazy like her great-grandmother. She's not plotting to hurt anybody.
Ivy's right. I'm not plotting to hurt anyone. I'm just planning to watch Fancy die.
If Sheridan were doomed to madness, she would have gone Looney Tunes somewhere between being buried alive and having amnesia.
I totally agree with you, Ivy. I looked up your great-grandmother's condition, and her madness didn't manifest itself until love was taken away from her. But Pretty, her madness manifested itself over anger with her sister over being scarred.
Pretty saw her scar as Fancy's way of keeping her from being loved.
Well, exactly. Pretty is delusional.
Well, I guess, yes. What normal person thinks that killing their enemy is ever going to gain them love?
I'm not actually killing Fancy. I'm just letting her murder happen.
Dinner is starting. Would you take your seats, please?
So you and Vincent can kill everyone.
Of course.
Thank you.
I can't speak for Ivy, but I'm glad that you brought up our past mistakes, the things that we did to keep the men that we loved. I know I was wrong. Even when I stood by and I did nothing.
I guess I have to agree with Eve. We could both be the poster women for why everything isn't fair in love and war. Doing bad things and even just letting bad things happen, it's wrong.
Love that's based on anything less than the truth, it's doomed.
Dinner is served.
Everyone, please, take a seat.
I think you're missing my point. You both did countless horrible things to people, including your own families. But you both ended up with the men that you love. What if Pretty managed to do the same thing and had gotten rid of Fancy in order to be with Luis?
But Sheridan, that's not the same thing. Pretty tried to kill Fancy. Ivy and I have never gone so far.
Grace died.
Yes, but I didn't actually kill her.
Sheridan, I know that you're upset about Pretty's behavior, and you're afraid that madness might overtake you one day. But I don't think it will. We'll keep a good eye on your psychological health, and I don't think you're going to have any problem.
We understand your worries, Sheridan. Both about your future and Pretty's, but, honey, if you'd been prone to madness, you would have gone crazy long before this.
I think you should just be so happy that you helped keep Pretty from coming between Luis and Fancy.
What if Fancy isn't the first to eat? What if other people have to die along with her so I can have Luis? Is that much blood on my hands worth it to be with Luis?
Julian, please. Julian, please don't leave me. Julian.
Mother.
Oh, God, Vincent. Oh, I see Father enjoyed the sauce I made. It really is to die for, isn't it?
Oh, God, you did that.
Yeah. Well, with Vicky's help.
Vicky.
Yeah. She's a serial killer, too.
What?
You know, speaking of killing, you didn't eat enough sauce to die. So, I guess I'm gonna have to kill you the old-fashioned way.
No.